Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Closing Comments here on April 16th. Had a little bit more movement across the markets today after a quiet start to the week, so let's jump in and see how today unfolded. Got our June live cattle on the board to start us off. Today we saw more upside in the cattle market as we did see this June contract open up just shy of $2 and move in a $3.22 range. Bulls picking up some good ground today, getting traction above their 20-day average. We weren't able to reach into that gap here on this June contract, but do expect the Bulls to keep pushing into that territory going into the end of the week. We did see some of these back months here start to poke into that gap. We weren't able to get it filled, but definitely reaching up in there on these later months in 2025. Good looking picture for the Bulls all around. Expect this upside to continue. Just need to defend this prior week's high at $1.9940, and we should be good for some more upside going forward on these live cattle. Over to the feeders now. Today we saw more upside here as well. A little bit increase in volume, but just a nice slow grind higher. We're seeing just prices getting some traction above the 20-day average here as well, and the bulls are looking good across the feeders here. Expect these prices just to keep pushing higher. It's just a nice slow grind up here at the moment, so just expect that to continue. Once again, just need to stay above these prior week highs on these feeders. Next up, we got our corn. We did a rollover into this July contract. Still trading here on May. However, the volume has taken over into this July contract, so we're going to start here. We did see price just hang out inside our prior day's range, just balancing out. Here on a lower time frame, we're just seeing a pretty good equal distribution across this 498 to 488 area. Wouldn't be surprised to see it continue to bounce around here, or even more of a pullback on this higher time frame. I'd like to see prices come find support down here at either the 20 or 50-day averages, but it doesn't have to get there. If this market remains strong, we could see upside, and if we take out some of these prior day highs, look for the bulls to keep pushing this market higher and set their sights on 5 to 510 on these this July corn contract. Next up, we got crude oil. Crude oil gave a little head fake today, taking out the prior day lows before rallying higher. We did see a little bit of upside and closed above our bull pivot at 61.87. We are moving into the June contract from the May contract on crude, so we're going to be looking at this one going forward. Look for continued upside here as look for price to pull back into these mid 60s. We're going to be eyeing this prior swing low dating back to March 5th, and this 20-day average anywhere in this like 63.85 to 64.5 area is going to be the first spot we're going to be looking for resistance. Be ready for the bears to step in somewhere in this area. We've got pretty wide ranges still, so expect the volatility to continue, but be looking for resistance to step back in here as price is pulling back from these oversold conditions. We do have a bear trend, downtrend intact, so the bears are in control and expect them to keep pushing this market lower going forward. However, we could see more of a pullback here in the near term, but should be rallies will be sold into. Equity markets saw more downside today. We saw a nice tight low volume days on the S&P across all the indexes really. Just shy of the 20-day average. We did see resistance up there and finally got that break. We did see prices get down into the 52.50 area here on the S&P. Just as seeing this downtrend continue to play out. At the moment, we've still got a lot of work to do. The Fed is not stepping in to intervene here at the moment. Just going to wait and see how things play out. So don't be counting on them to push us into a V-shaped recovery from here. This market's going to have to clean up a lot of this mess it's made, and we're going to need to see some of those underlying stocks build some nice spaces and break out. So it's going to take some time for that to play out. So in the meantime, just stay defensive here, and we could see more downside, and wide range is trading anywhere here in the low 5,000s. NASDAQ was the weakest today, losing the most ground. The Dow was down as well, down below 40,000. Just continued downside across all these indexes. Not a lot to be excited about in the equity markets here. So remain defensive over there, And that's all we got for today. Have a good evening.